This was me 6 months ago. I was overweight, sedentary, and fighting addictions. Today, this is my transformation. Some might even call it my opus dei. This is what real progress looks like. We went from this to this in just 6 months' time. This change didn't happen overnight. It happened gradually, but it all started from one simple challenge: ride 150 miles in 10 hours. At the beginning, I couldn't even wrap my head around it. The shape I was in, the weight I carried, the doubt I lived with, none of it said this was possible. Getting back to that level of fitness felt genuinely impossible, especially in just 7 months. But impossible is where the change started. 7 months ago, I couldn't even hike 2 miles without pouring sweat and looking for shortcuts just to finish. I weighed 285 pounds, and I was trapped in a cycle of failures, burdened by addiction and self-doubt. But here I am, recording this 3-month recap, and I'm within striking distance of that goal. I'm faster, fitter, and healthier than I've ever been. Even healthier than during COVID. I'm consistently setting PRs. My weight has dropped to 222.4 pounds. That's over 63 pounds lost in roughly 6 months. In my book, that's a win. Looking back at what we have accomplished is incredible. PRs such as the fastest 50, my longest climb with Colin, which was roughly 600 feet, or my highest power output for a single hour. These are all just physical wins, but other wins that still have me awestruck are rides I'd consider to be bucket list rides, such as riding New Mexico with a friend I made selling bike parts. Thanks, Ben, that was amazing. Riding the Grand Canyon with Hannah, and you can't forget cycling Mesa Verde with Colin. No matter how big or small these things are, they all lead me back to how lucky I am to get to train, ride, and push myself to the absolute limit. On paper, this chart looks like a perfect straight line down, but that's not the full story. What you don't see are the days I overate, the mornings I didn't want to ride, the injuries, or the self-doubt. Progress is never as clean as a line on a graph. It's messy, full of setbacks, but discipline keeps that line trending down, and that's what matters. Don't get me wrong, this hasn't been easy. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. There were days I overate and felt disgusted. I couldn't put the fork down. Ask Hannah. Weeks when my wrist hurt. Injuries forced me to adapt to every ride. Call it persistence or stupidity. One challenge kept me focused. That 150-mile ride. As Tommy Shelby said, forward into the fray, even in the bleakest of nights. The vision of that ride pushed me on. And now, the next chapter begins. The peak weeks of training. For the next 6 weeks, every ride is all out, pushing further, faster, and harder than before. Am I going to fail? Some days, absolutely. But will I build the bridge to overcome it? Absolutely. This is just the next obstacle, and I expect nothing less than discipline and excellence from myself. You've already seen 1 week of peak training. I'm sure you can see how hard I'm pushing myself. Every other ride is Zone 5, and I'm not just doing it for YouTube. I'm doing it for myself, for the friends that are going to be on the 150 with me. Every time I hit Zone 5, it's a gentle reminder of how far in the red I'll be. But every scar earned in training will be a reminder on the big day I can do anything I set my mind to. How far are you willing to push yourself? Live in the uncomfortable, bask in the pain, and realize tomorrow you'll be better and stronger than yesterday. Don't stop, the race is almost over. The culmination of my friends and I's hard work will come together in that 150-mile ride. It will be bittersweet, but once the battle is fought, we will regroup for next season. Races, lower weight, better fitness and health than anyone could have possibly imagined. And there is no going back to old habits. Off-season will mean lifting weights, indoor training sessions, and building bikes for a great race season next year. New challenges, all as well as new content, but still the same discipline as me and you have both come to expect. Before we close out this video, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. When I started this journey, I never imagined how far I'd come. Not just in the miles I've ridden or the weight I've lost, but in the support I felt along the way. Every comment, every like, every time one of you has watched my story unfold is giving me the fuel to keep pushing when I didn't feel like I had anything left. This journey, it hasn't been easy. There have been setbacks, but the truth is, progress isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day and refusing to let yesterday be stronger than today. And that's why I share this story with you. Not because I figured it all out, but because I know how hard it is to fight for change. If you're out there struggling, whether it's health, with habits, or believing in yourself, I want you to know you're not alone. Change doesn't happen overnight. It does, however, happen step by step and mile by mile. As I look ahead, I know this isn't the end of the road. This is just one chapter in a much bigger story. And I'd love for you to keep riding with me because we're all stronger when we push forward together. I didn't go from looking like this 6 months ago to this without help from a village. You can't do it alone. Find your support system and then trust it. I promise, if it changed my life, it can change yours too. So thank you again for being a part of this journey. If my story has encouraged you, drop a comment below and let me know what challenge you're chasing right now. Hit that like button if you're pushing yourself in your own way. And if you want to keep following along, please don't forget to subscribe. Every subscriber helps. This is only the beginning. Let's ride.